guys, I'm just driving and I thought I would talk and drive, so I guess this could be considered distracted driving, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't think it's any different than being on I am hands-free, by the way. So what I wanted to talk to you today about was the kind of crazy temperatures we've been having the last couple of days and those fluctuations and how you can help your horse through those. So the first thing is to make sure your horse has access to good quality forage fiber. And if your horse is not used to consuming soaked alfalfa cubes or Timothy alfalfa cubes or straight Timothy cubes, it is not a good time to introduce anything new into the diet during these times of fluctuation. And so it's really important to keep things consistent and just steady Eddie through these times. But one thing you can do is to, if your horse is used to eating cubes of any kind, you can increase those slightly over the next few days. That'll do a couple of things. If they're well soaked, that will help provide more hydration to your horse. And secondly, what it'll do is it'll add more more fiber to the hindgut, where in the cecum, the production of volatile fatty acids will be increased. Horses can utilize these volatile fatty acids that are basically a byproduct of a waste in their hindgut or their cecum as energy, and some old timers actually will call the cecum of the horse the furnace of the horse, because if you think of microbial fermentation, that's the same kind of fermentation that happens in your manure pile. So you see that steam and it's hot. It's actually that forage fermentation is the same reason why if you put your hay in too soon during haying season, your bales can get hot and actually can combust. So that's that heat from that microbial fermentation. So that the horse can use that during these times of fluctuations as good energy to keep them warm. The other thing is to make sure that your horse has good access to clean drinking water and that they have enough water during these times. They may actually drink more on the days when it's warmer, and then when it drops down like it's supposed to tomorrow night to flash freeze, they might just stop drinking altogether. So in that transition, you can always add electrolytes to their diet, although it's really important to make sure that if you're adding electrolytes to their diet, that the electrolytes you choose have no sugars, no dyes, and no artificial flavors. Their kidneys, they actually help with blood pressure, they help with the horse's hydration through the body and keeping that all in homeostasis and in balance. And so you really don't want to tax the kidneys by adding a lot of extra ingredients and sugar at this time. If your horse is working through this next couple of days, I would highly recommend an electrolyte that does have some amino acids added to it. I have my favorite. If you want to DM me, I can give you some suggestions. I have more than one favorite, so I can suggest a couple to you. Yeah, and then also what you can do is to just increase your horse's salt intake slightly, just to keep them drinking. So for a 1,000 pound horse, that horse needs 1 ounce of free run trace mineral salt added to their diet, and that's as well as a salt lick or a salt block. Horses have a very soft tongue, and salt licks, like salt blocks, were originally invented for cattle who have a rough tongue similar to a cat. And so a cow can actually lick enough in a day to fulfill their recommended daily allowance of salt. And horses having a soft tongue, it's really difficult for them to take in that much salt in a day by licking on a salt block. Some things that can happen if they lick on the salt block too much is, or if their salt intake is a little bit behind, is that they might start biting on the salt lick, and that can interfere with their bit and their bitting, their jaw alignment, things like that. So it's a good idea to make sure they have that minimum 1 ounce plus the salt lick. for 1,000 pounds. So if your horse is like mine, she's about 1,400 to 1,500 pounds, she needs 1.5 ounces. So it's kind of easy math. The other thing is to make sure your horse keeps moving. Now, a lot of times this time of year when there's ice, if you're not working your horse simply goes from the pasture to the turnout, or from the pasture to the stall, from the stall back to the pasture. So it's really important not to change their turnout time, to try to make sure they get their turnout. But also, if they are one of those horses who maybe are retired and they don't get a lot of extra exercise, it's a good opportunity for you to spend some time with your horse and try to keep them moving. Take them in the arena, do some liberty work with them, walk with them, just hang out with them and walk with them, make them move. Now, if you don't have an indoor arena, you can do some long lining as long as it's not icy. And if you can't do any of those things, you can also do massage. So massaging can be very beneficial as well, and it doesn't have to be anything you don't necessarily, don't get me wrong, it's very important for horses to get regular massage, but you can just do it yourself. There's lots of videos on YouTube that can show you how to, in conjunction with your massage therapist, so the massage therapist you already use, to do your own massage to help. You can help with lymphatic drainage, you can help with digestion. There's a lot of things that just massaging on a regular can help with. I use a massage gun, and my horse Nova, she absolutely loves that thing. Ironically, it's helped us get over her fear of being clipped. So she associates the clippers now with the same sound as the massage gun. And she's no longer afraid of the clippers because she thinks she's getting a massage. So that was just a happenstance, a happy happenstance. So yeah, I guess that's really it for me for today. I just wanted to give you those tips, and I know you all know those things, but sometimes it's just a good reminder in these times when fluctuations happen. It's a good idea, and if your horse is prone to colic, definitely reach out to your vet. They may have some tools that can help you during this time to keep your horse's tummies happy. So yeah, have a great day, enjoy the day. It's beautiful and sunny here. It's pretty crazy windy. We have this atmospheric river happening here in the Maritimes right now, and the winds are just absolutely insane. Yeah, so take care of yourselves and take care of your horses, and be very kind to your barn managers and owners because they are working overtime right now for you. So yeah, have a great day.